Howdy, I'm Bob Terry, and thanks for joining us for this wonderful classic television episode of the Western TV show Tate, starring David McLean. This episode has two amazing guest stars, the great Warren Oates and the great Peter Whitney. Warren Oates has over 100 acting credits, and he was in virtually every Western television show of the time. He was in episodes of Wagon Train, The Rebel, Have Gun Will Travel, Wanted Dead or Alive, Bat Masterson, The Rifleman, and so many more. Peter Whitney also guest starred in just about every Western television series you could imagine, and he always had a very domineering presence. A huge man and very intimidating. Sometimes a really good guy and sometimes a very, very bad guy, but always captivating to watch. And Peter Whitney also co-starred with Kent Taylor and Jan Merlin in the 39 episodes of the Rough Riders Western television series. It's hard to imagine what Western television would have been like without Warren Oates and Peter Whitney. Now, the late 50s Western TV shows had action, but they also concentrated a lot on the drama that was going on. And Tate isn't any different. It's a classic TV Western. And it's brought to you here free on the internet by Westerns on the Web. These Western TV shows are timeless. They seem to never lose their entertainment value, and the reason for that is because during the time these Western films were made, my gosh, there was so much competition, you had to be on your toes. Western TV show people were coming up with new things to captivate and entertain, like special weapons, like in Wanted Dead or Alive, or in The Rebel, or in Rifleman. And they were just always looking for new stories, things to just captivate people. That's why these films are so wonderful today, just as much as they were yesterday. And to quote Lauren Bacall, it's not an old movie if you haven't seen it. Thanks for joining us. We'll see you after the show.
Tate? I was waiting. I have been looking for you.
The bridge is out of Copper Springs. Couldn't make it across. I had to go around. You want to get somebody else?
Oh, no. Here's 100. The rest and everything later, yeah?
You'll have to tell me who, why.
I have reason. Believe me, there is good reason.
There always is. I'll stable my horse. Where will you be?
This is my store. I'll be by the saloon just on the other side. But the stable is back where you rode in. So, quick as you can, yeah?
Is he dead? Tell me, is he?
Well, there seems to me to be an easy way to find out.
Doggone, they give him my lucky table.
Now, a man won't drink whiskey, he's dead.
Don't do that.
I'm grateful you showed me. And next time, even you got just one wing. And next time, I ain't gonna feel sorry.
Well, now, you're pretty quick. Friend of the deceased?
He's not dead yet.
It's a matter of time.
2 to 1, they don't last till sunup. For how much? I got a $20 gold piece. Here's 20 and 10 for anybody that wants it. I got 5 more.
I'll take the rest.
Another 10 he don't.
Stop it! A man laying here dying and you... Do your business at the bar. That's the least.
I didn't mean no harm, Miss Della. Household of bets?
I suppose. The house. That's me. I'm Clay Sutton.
I'll have to get him across the street to my office. I'll need some help. I said I'd need some help.
I don't believe I caught your name.
Tate.
Chance. Small. Can't touch that slug.
Who did it, Doc?
Don't dare to probe. Too close to the heart. How do I know who done it? One bullet makes the same hole as another. Medicine. Sit down if you want to. Medicine. You take it TTD. That's doctor talk for 3 times a day.
What?
Sewing up a man who's been horned by a steer. You know he'll be dead in 2 days. Watching a child choking to death with diphtheria, knowing there's nothing you can do about it. From him in there. All the rotten, stinking things.
Who did it, Doc?
I told you, don't ask me. I don't know. Where you going?
I need some answers.
Hey.
Whiskey? Bar closed?
A man as fast as that with a gun? I want to keep him sober. Who'd you come to kill? You're working for Otto. Gunfighter? He won't live to pay you. House bet's 500. He's dead by sunup.
I'll take some more of that.
It's kind of late for supper.
Eat when you can. You learned that in the Army. What's good?
Well, it depends upon what army you was with. I got side meat and black-eyed peas.
That's the Army.
This coffee will hold your belly down.
You got law in this town?
I'll fix your food.
Clay Seddon had him shot on account of me. It's been building up a year now. Ever since Otto opened up his door. It was only natural we got to talking, him being close by all the time, right next door like that. But what him did most of the talking anyway. Mostly. Full of ideas and notions, all shapes and sizes. He even got some notions about me. Asked me to marry him. Now go ahead and laugh.
No need to laugh. Said and know about it?
Yes. He gave Otto a month to sell and get out. The month was up tomorrow. I begged him, but he wouldn't go without me.
You didn't want to go?
I couldn't.
You like your job that much?
I belong to Clay Seddon. Now, he saw you ride into town and talk to Otto. He knows you're hired to him. Now, take care.
People, you gotta learn, Sam. Go ahead, boys.
Oh, no. Oh, please.
Learn something, Sam.
Yes.
Got law in this town?
There's the law. Seddon carries it in his hip pocket.
They were hitting at me. It's cheaper than dying at that.
One way. That's right. You just turn slow and easy. Don't spook me, I'll shoot you right down.
Cowboy?
Sure made me out the fool in front of all them folks, didn't you?
Show yourself.
No, sirree. No, sir. I got you fixed just right. And I ain't gonna do it till I'm purely ready. Just like I did that old storekeeper fella.
That's whiskey talking. Right out of Seddon's bottle.
I've been drinking, but I ain't drunk. You gunfighter, ain't you? You come in town, kill somebody, didn't you?
Not you.
No, nobody. Because you're going to be dead. Now I'm going to count to 3. I want to see some sweat. I want to see some sweat all over you. 1, 2...
You killed him.
Clay said and killed him.
He'll do the same for you, mister. No change.
That good?
Yeah, I'd say. You know, it's a funny thing about that fella in there. Come 5,000 miles, dreaming to find something new. And I'm glad I can say no change. You ever stop to think about life?
Whenever I see a man die.
I was thinking about you and me. Kind of like a woman buying yard goods over the counter. She's buying, the storekeeper's selling, but they're both dealing in the self-same goods. Kind of like you and me. We're both trading in human life.
But on different sides of the counter.
Come in.
Evening.
This is Bert Bowers. He's the carpenter here.
I also do what undertaking there is. Kind of goes with making the boxes. Doc, I just figured I'd stop by and see, did you want me to measure him? It'd take some time to knock them boxes together.
He just might not need it.
Just wouldn't want to get caught without.
6'2".
I didn't mean no harm. I was just wondering.
I heard you.
Yes, sir. Well, I'll be moving along. It's getting kind of late. I'd just be moving along. Night.
Wouldn't take you but a minute to saddle up. Well, if you got a craving for one of them wooden kimonos.
I took half my pay. I wouldn't feel right running out.
It's almost midnight. You got about 5 hours, maybe.
Seddon won't wait for sunup.
You sure?
$500, sure. He won't wait.
Huh?
He's still alive.
What about the gunfighter?
He's still over there at Doc's office.
You remember what I told you?
Sure thing. You betcha, Clay.
Thought I saw something in the alley. Keep looking into that dark long enough.
You could be riding now.
And you could be doctoring in Abilene or Kansas City.
Could, but I ain't.
It's luck.
Andrew.
I'll read it. Clay Sidden won't come by himself. He'll bring 2 or 3.
3. I saw them tonight.
I'm no good with a gun. You'll have to go it alone.
I'm used to it.
I come by the alley. I was scared Clay tried to stop me.
Said and find you here, you can't go back.
I know. Mr. Tate, they're coming for you.
I know.
Tom.
Jacks over aces. 4 ups.
Don't hardly seem natural in being so quiet. He always had a lot of words. I guess I always had a softness for German folks. There are lots of them back home.
Back east?
St. Louis. I know a lot of them there. My pa used to handiwork for the Schönbrunns. They had a big house on a hill. I remember I was 5, maybe 6. One Christmas, my pa took me up there with him. I remember Mrs. Schönbrunn. Oh, she was real big and fat. She kept stuffing me with cookies and cake. Look, I'd never tasted before. I was sick for 2 days. I don't cook fancy. Do you think he'll mind?
I don't think he'll mind.
Well, that's it. Come on. Tate? Play sudden, Tate. Can you hear me? Come on out. Hey, gunfighter, you overlooked something. We got law in this town. Ain't you or nobody else gonna ride in and kill a man without no cause.
He went out by the alley.
Hey, you're gonna shoot. The sooner you come out, the sooner we settle and get some sleep. You hear me, gunfighter? We got something for you. Send him out, Doc. We got some medicine here that's gonna finish him off almost as quick as yours. Hey, don't rile me. We're 4 to 1. To 2. Clay Seton, you take yourself out of here. You and those men with you. I got a patient out back close to dying. You're gonna have to. Now you put that gun aside, Doc, and step out. Don't push me, Doc. You're gonna make me have to kill you. Move out!
bucket of tar.
You too.
It's hard to tell who is the doctor.
Him. He's the one handing out the medicine. Makes Amarillo 20 miles closer. Thanks, Doc. You take care.
Mr. Tate, I never rightly said thanks.
I've been paid. You take care of your patient. You hear?
Both of them. I'm going to need them both. I'll learn to cook. I'm going to have family. Bye.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Tate Western Television Show, starring David McLean. And remember, it's brought to you here free online by Westerns on the Web. We hope to see you again on Down the Trail. My name's Bob Terry. Have a great day. Howdy, I'm Bob Terry, and thanks for joining us for this wonderful classic television episode of the Western TV show Tate, starring David McLean. This episode of Tate has a very early appearance by Robert Redford. Robert Redford started in television in 1960, and he was in a few westerns that year, the first being Maverick, and also an episode of The Deputy, and he was in 2 episodes of Tate. Now, the late 50s Western TV shows had action, but they also concentrated a lot on the drama that was going on. And Tate isn't any different. It's a classic TV Western. And the special guest star in this episode is Robert Culp. Robert Culp had been in a lot of TV Westerns up to this point. In fact, he had had his own series, Trackdown, starring as Texas Ranger Hobie Gilman from 1957 to 1959. In this episode, he plays an unscrupulous bounty hunter. And it's brought to you here free on the internet by Westerns on the Web. Get ready, because here it comes.
Sorrel outside. Who does it belong to? I said, who owns that sorrel?
That's my horse, boy. That's my gun.
You filth! You dirty filth!
What's your name, boy? What's your name?
Dorset.
I don't place you. Who was it? Your father? Your brother? I'd like an answer, boy.
My father, gunfighter. Is that good enough? My sister's dying from the same shotgun blast. Jeremy, Texas. Is that good enough? You know who I am now?
Son, I was in Jeremy about 2 months ago. I saw a homestead burning and I went to take a look. There was nobody around, so I didn't put my nose into it. It was a dirty thing. I had nothing to do with it.
I found your hoofprints. Your gun shells.
I said it was there. And my gun used a common kind of shell.
I'm gonna kill you. And if I don't, I hired a bounty hunter that will. $250, mister. That's exactly what your life is worth. How much did you get paid to do it?
I suppose I ought to see this through. But I'm on my way north to the railhead, and your town's 1,000 miles away. Now you go back home and speak to a man named Kincaid.
The man who hired you to kill my father?
He tried to, but I turned him down when I heard what he had in mind for me. Now you follow me, boy. I might have to kill you. And that's a thing I have no desire to do.
Aren't you going to wait for your haircut?
Saw how it happened. Tell it that way. If his bounty hunter friend comes, tell him he'll have to earn that $250.
Yes, sir.
Do you keep rooms?
No, sir. There's a little village 12 miles to the north. There's a hotel.
I've come a long way over those mountains, but I spend a night in the smithy shop.
Sure, you're welcome to that.
Would you sell me some feed for the horse?
He looks hard-traveled. McConnell's the name. Sean McConnell.
McConnell?
That's right.
Tate.
Irish?
Scotch. Irish on my grandfather's side.
I suppose you know it was the Irish who introduced the bagpipes into Scotland. Their national instrument.
Yes, sir. To our national disgrace.
But I'll say this for the Scotch. I had a Scotch poet once, Robert Burns, whom I greatly admire. You know of him?
Yes, sir.
You know his rhyming?
Yes, sir, some. And I've had occasion to read yours. The Nevada Sentinel in a barber shop. The dark hills lie green, and small things unseen are close to God.
Dark man, don't recite. You've no ear for it. You like my rhyming?
Very much.
Good. Come in and have supper with us. You're welcome. This is my wife, and this is my youngest daughter.
Yeah?
There's chicken and dumplings, Mr. Tate. Do you like them?
Yes, ma'am.
God bless me puny. They make him puny nowadays.
I'm prone to agree with you. How old you say you were?
62. And wishing I was younger. Practice, man. It's an act, not strength.
You could have fooled me. It pays for tobacco at that.
Would you like to hear me recite my poetry?
Yes.
Mr. Tate must be tired. It's time for bed.
Bed. All right. Good night.
You better take this lantern.
Thank you.
And I have a raincoat for you. The rain's let up for a little while. You know, this land is so much like Sean. Gentle, rough, unpredictable.
My wife liked the rain. How old were you when you married him?
17. I've loved him since I was a child. By the time I'm 30, we'll probably have 8 children. When he's gone, I'll have them to remember him by.
Good night.
An hour later. Makes no difference at all to me, mister. Turn around. I won't say it again, I'll just kill you.
Girl?
I just work for the bounty, mister.
Well, I got $400 in my pocket.
Mm-hmm. I took it. That's a lovely thing. Oh, I do hate the rain. Purely hate rain. There's going to be a lot of water in that river tonight. You ever get stuck in quicksand?
No.
I did. I'd rather wrestle a bear and cross that quicksand again, rope or no. It's a handsome woman. She married the old man?
That's right.
You must get restless. Blackfoot country?
That's right.
Must be worthwhile just to stay.
Get out of here. I mean now.
You got a bad bark, old man. You bite, too?
Handy!
Let's go.
Kill him. You get him on the other side of the river and you kill him.
Isn't there anything you can do?
It's not my fight. I'm purely a pig sometimes. No man asked for it. But I believe in heaven and hell, Mr. Tate. Did you know that girl and Jeremy's still alive?
The boy told me.
Well, I get my bounty whether I bring you in pig or pork. Did you know that?
I know it.
I come a long way for $250. You ever wonder why?
There's a young girl dying, waiting for some dirty buckshot to work its way to her heart. I guess that's reason enough.
Now, my wife died that way during a rebellion in Kansas. It was meant for me.
I told you I didn't do it, mister. Not to your wife, not to the girl.
We'll see. She'll say so.
Gone. The river must have been high last night. Quicksand will shift in high water. That's an ugly way to die, Sandy.
And I tell you, if that girl back in Jeremy isn't alive when we get there, to say you wasn't the one that done it to her, you're dead. The only thing that's keeping you alive right now is that you stopped me back there. I'm doing evil. He says maybe you believe in heaven and hell, too. Maybe you didn't shoot the girl. So you want to lead off in a straight line where the rope was so that we can find out? Go on. All you had to do was walk away.
Give me my gun and a day's start. You owe me that much.
No.
That girl's gonna die, Sandy.
We'll go back to the way station. Well, with McConnell, I'm going into town to send a telegram. I'm taking your husband with me. I'll only be gone a few hours. If, he's loose when I come back, or if he's got a gun, I'll shoot your husband quick as I'd shoot a dog.
Sandy, I don't know what drives you, fear of God or fear of the devil, but I swear by both. You hurt that old man, I'll kill you. Stage come by, why not?
The river's holding up the northbound. There's none due from Jesseville.
I see.
I can't help you now, Mr. Tate. You know that.
Yes, ma'am.
If I did give you a gun, could you kill that man first?
No, ma'am, I don't think so.
I have to feed the baby.
They'll leave in the morning.
You send a telegram?
Mm-hmm.
Is the girl still alive?
No. She died 2 days ago. The sheriff told me to turn you loose, since she can't identify. I said I'd already killed you. Told me to bring in your body, and he'd give me the bounty. Now, I have to know, Mr. Tate. Did you kill the girl? I used to dream about my wife, gunfighter, before I hunted down and killed the men that murdered her. And then the men like the men that murdered her, men like you. If you killed the girl in Jeremy and I'd turn you loose, I'm afraid I'm going to dream again. And they're bad dreams. I read a book one time about the Black Ages. That's something they call a trial by ordeal. We'll let God decide whether or not you kill that girl. I'm going to give you your trial. The gun or the river. You got your choice. The quicksand don't get you. Or if I don't kill you, I guess that proves that you're innocent. But if you go down, either way, well, then I guess that proves that you done it to her. Now.
You don't give me much choice, do you? Shot in the back, one in the front. Now. Well, I want to thank you both. For the leg, for everything.
Doc, man, I hate to see you go. You're welcome to stay for as long as you please.
Thank you. But I gotta see a man in Jeremy, Texas. I should have done it long ago.
Are you still puny?
Ha ha.
Thanks for joining us for this episode of the Tate Western Television Show, starring David McLean. And remember, it's brought to you here free online by Westerns on the Web. We hope to see you again on Down the Trail. My name's Bob Terry. Have a great day.